Salutations, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and today I will be reviewing Chapter 32, Dancing with the Devil. 2 Blue Vortex dropped. I'm a bit late. I've been a bit busy. I've been traveling a lot, but I am here to review this chapter. Okay, now we get right into the chapter. It starts right after Chapter 31, and we see that the Mamushi clones is overwhelming the Leaf. They're everywhere, but Boruto is about to redirect them to Ada so that the next phase of the plan can initiate. Boruto, while he's directing the Mamushi clones to Ada, tells Mamushi that, hey, her bodyguard Daemon he's a demon. He's a demon. He's gonna be the problem here. And Mamushi's clone remembers that his past life as Bug, the human. He remembers the ability of this guy faintly. And so these next couple pages show that Shikamaru's getting ready for the fight at Ada's location. He's asking Sarada how many times can she use Orihime. And this is going to come back later in the chapter. But there's like 200 of these guys. They're all swarming. They're flying to Ada's location, following Boruto. And Mushi catches eyes on Ada. And he gets excited. He gets excited. Ada starts flying around, a swarm of Mushi clones stacked on top of each other. They're trying to get Ada. They're beating each other up. Remember that the more that these guys multiply, the less their intelligence gets. So they're pretty primal in their thinking. They're running around. They're trying to swarm to get Ada. And Daemon in this instance uses his reflection ability to fight off some of these Mushi clones. He's kicking, he's reflecting. Oh my gosh, we actually get a crazy shot of Mamushi's cheeks. I don't think anyone wants to see this. Hold on. This is actually insane. Nah, I didn't even catch this initially reading this. This is holy moly. They need to put that. That's like fan service for somebody. They need to get that out of here. Holy crap. But Mamushi, Daemon's kicking these Mamushi clones with his foot and just destroying them. He's punching them. He's reflecting like hundreds at a time. And it's absolute domination. This is like on a Madara versus the Ninja Academy or the Ninja War Army like type of. It's just absolutely insane. He's grabbing Ada's face. He's reflecting everyone. He's dropping one-liners. Inojin's like, hey, we're already at almost half of the original 200. Like he's putting down these guys at record numbers, hundreds, almost 200 in less than a minute. And so that's when the rest of the gang comes in. Boruto comes in and swipes some of their faces, some of their eyes. We see Mitsuki in Sage mode, using his Sage snakes to emerge out of the ground, displacing these Mamushi clones, and then you see another combo 1-2 punch with Kawaki just blasting and amplifying this attack. We see Himawari in there, she's kicking some clones around, and Inojin's counting down the numbers, 70, 60, we're under 50. So the plan is like right when we're under 50, Sarada's going to use her Urahime to suck everyone up into a vortex and wipe them all out. So we see her, she's aura farming, she has her Mangekyo Sharingan activated, she's levitating, she's sucking all of the Mushi clones up, and then it all cuts out. It all cuts out. She goes blind. She's falling out the air. Boruto swoops in to catch her, and she's like, hey, Sarada. And they're like, oh, yo, what's going on? What's going on here? She's unconscious because in the last chapter, she already used Urahime. And so in the same day, she uses this again, and the strain in her eyes, we know that. The strain on the eyes is immense. And we learned that during the time where Shikamaru got cut off with the mind transfer transmission, he wasn't able to get the information, the critical information that she already used this jutsu. And now the team is in dire straits. We have Kawaki trying to amplify his attacks. He's trying to wipe out these clones. He overheats. He overheats like the Xbox under the desk with no ventilation. Himura is yelling, big bro. Delta's out there firing eye blasts. Everyone's going down. We have Sarada down. Kawaki's down. Kanahamu's running around making sure everyone's alright because he's not putting any work on these Mamushi clones unless he turns up this next chapter, which I doubt. And it ends there. Mamushi takes this time to look at everyone depleting and everyone overheating to start to multiply. And now he's at 1,000. Sarada's out. What's going to happen? The chapter ends. To be continued. Now, this part of the video is where I'm going to talk about my overall verdict of the chapter. Now, this chapter is a all-around action-packed chapter. Once again, we see the full extent of Daemon's abilities, dang near of him being a raw, powerful character. And we see the breakdown of the team, essentially, and the seemingly hopelessness situation that the team is set on. So it was a demoralizing chapter, and it makes you feel like things aren't really gonna go as planned. I will give this chapter probably a 7. Nothing really we haven't seen before. We already know the capabilities of everything used in this chapter. We kind of understand how Daemon's reflection ability works a bit more, and we see that just things are going crazy. Things are getting out of hand here. Now, this part of the video is where I'm going to talk about my predictions, what I think is going to happen next. And yeah, so someone's going to have to step up in this chapter or in the next chapter. And are we going to see the contract that Boruto made with Momoshiki a couple chapters back? Are we going to see someone else steps up? I don't really think so. Too many times during Boruto's run, we think that someone unknown will pop up. I've heard some people theorize that, oh, where's Kakashi? Kakashi's gonna pop up to save them. Where's the legacy characters at? They're just gonna pop up out of nowhere and try to do something that these youngins can't already do. And I don't really see that happening. Too many times we think that, and it doesn't come true. So it has to be someone who's already here is going to show out, and there's no way that it's not Momoshiki. If it's not Momoshiki, then man, I can almost bet my life that Momoshiki will come out in some way, form, or fashion, because the powerhouse Kawaki's down. He's used too much power. He overheated. His limiters is off to the point where he's a glass cannon. He can't use much, but when he does, he's powerful. But that's what he gets for not training the ninja way. Sarada, she used her power. It costs to have that much power, and she used it, and that's all she had. Himawari can play a part of this. Maybe imagine Himawari in Kurama mode and Boruto in Momoshiki mode, and they're both fighting together. Imagine that. I didn't even think about that, but that could be something that will be interesting. But man, does Shikamaru has anything else in his sleeves? Does something else have to happen? We see at the end of this chapter, Kojin is making a little face, so he knows something was gonna happen, like he always does, and it's just only a matter of time before we see how things play out. You know, there's some similarities. Boruto is a singularity because he has such influence on the time and the reality itself. So maybe he can do something out of the ordinary, but that'll be it. I mean, it's simple. Momoshiki comes out, and we see what Momoshiki does. After him hiding for I don't know how long, we're going to see him put out. We're going to see him show out here. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. It's a little later video. I've been busy, but I will be up and ready next chapter. Tune in for the next one.